We just heard the state's opening statement. Before we go back in for the defense, let's bring in our guest for this hour, trial attorney Mike Jaafar in Detroit, and criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Franz Borchardt. He is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Good afternoon, both of you. This is a different trial, and we heard it in the opening statements. The first time around, of course, the prosecutor got to get up there and say, oh, and you're going to hear from a man that was hired by, or at least was attempted to be hired by, the defendant to kill a different wife in Utah. That's not part of this case. So, Michael, my question to you, from what you heard in the opening from the prosecution, your thoughts about this being a much more difficult case for the state of Nevada?
Yes, this is a much more difficult case for the state of Nevada, but that prosecutor threaded the needle very, very, very well. I was very impressed with the way he laid it out, but he's dealing with a difficult situation, because here's the thing. We all of us here as pundits and as spectators know that, hey, this is the same type of murder as the prior one. You're clearly a villain. You clearly did. There's so many times, that us as pundits and people who analyze these cases look at facts that the jury cannot look at, and we think, hey, wow, this really stinks. And that prosecutor knows that, but he's got to thread the needle, and he is sitting there in a situation where the Supreme Court of his state just overturned a death conviction. This is very rare, right? So he's got to thread the needle. I do not envy him for his task, but he's off to a really good start.
Yeah, did a fantastic job.